Hey guys, it's your girl Bronze Beauty here. I did a video earlier this week. I haven't posted it yet, but I did a video about how I created this look, and I actually did it again. And I just didn't feel like videotaping it, but I did get most of the footage. The only footage I didn't get because I thought I was filming and realized I hadn't hit the record button, or maybe my phone turned off. I don't know. Maybe my camera turned off by mistake. I don't know. But I realized, holy crap, I am halfway into this tutorial and no one's gonna know where to start. So what I decided to do today is just sit down and just show you the products that I used. I might do another video on maybe another look with using those same products, at least in the first beginnings. But a lot of this stuff I do use generally every day, anytime I wear makeup, just depending on the look that I want to get. So getting started with that, I'll give you 5 tricks that you can do to make your skin look as flawless as possible. So one is that you want to start off with a clean canvas. You want to wash your face every day. You can use different products. Some things I use more for heavy duty clean, what I call a heavy duty clean, which gives you more extensive, more rigorous cleaning to the skin. Or you can just do a light cleanse. I clean my face every night anyway, so by the time in the morning, really what I'm doing is, because I do use a argan oil at night after I've put on whatever creams I'm gonna put on after I wash. I put on the argan oil and it kind of seals everything, and when I wake up in the morning, my face has this nice natural glow, and it's still really soft. So what I'll do is I'll just take a light soap, a charcoal active soap, or I'll take one of my Biore products, my Signature A Club, whichever one, doesn't matter, and then I'll massage it in, take a clean washcloth, and then take as hot water as I can and wipe it down. Then I'll take some ice and another washcloth and just pat it over my face to kind of bring those pores down. I do have a product though that when I want to put on makeup, which I gotta order some more, it is a product, and I'll show that to you guys later. I'll do a video on that as well, but it's a serum that is for pores, and what it kind of does is kind of just shrinks your pores back down so that your makeup application applies smoothly. So that's one tip that I have for you. Always start with a clean face, and because your makeup will apply much better. The second thing I'm always telling everybody when I get asked, how does your makeup always look so good? Well, I have to keep my brushes clean. You know, brushes build up with product. I did a video on that as well. Have not uploaded it yet, so I will get those things taken care of. And it's just things that you don't have to go out and buy the brush cleaners and all that crap that's gonna cost you $10 or better. It's just stuff I get that you have at home. You should already have these things at home. You have shampoo, you have dishwashing liquid, you have conditioner, and everyone probably should have apple cider vinegar. But I'll post that video up. Actually, I won't get into all of that. But yes, if you keep clean brushes and sponges, because you can't run out and buy a brush every time you want to do something. So anyway, let me get into how I created this look. And then I'll post up the video later. I probably will post them at the same time, and then you can see. So basically what I started off after I prepped my face and put on my primer that I was going to use, and then I came back and I applied this stuff by LA Colors, and it is a illuminating skin. Doggone it. I dropped it. Butterfingers I have, apparently. Oh, okay, here we go. So this is a illuminating skin enhancer, and this is the color that I got it in. I'll probably will go back for another color just to kind of maybe, because they have colors that will make you look a little bit more bronze, like you've been kissed by the sun. So with this being wintertime, I'll kind of want to, since I'm using a powder base coverage, no liquid, I don't want to look dry and chafe. I want to look dewy and moisturized. So what I did that, I put that on there and I rubbed it in, well, patted it in anyway. Then I came back because I have large pores, or I'm sorry, not because I have large pores, I'll tell you about that in a minute. So I came back because I have hyperpigmentation. Should have this stuff written down. So I have hyperpigmentation, and so a lot of times I have to go in and just apply coverage or apply something to the places. You can go back and find other videos that I have, and you'll see where the dark spots are. Most of my dark spots are in my cheek area, which drives me absolutely insane. Like, you can make my spots anywhere. You can make it on my forehead. If I just got to have spots, make it on my forehead, make it up under my jawline. But no, it's got to be right here in my face. But okay. So anyway, I use this product, and again, this is not anything that, because I have several different types, kind of the same color, but it does the same thing, but they're by different companies. I think this one is by Kiss, which you should be able to find this particular product. NYX makes it. You know, this probably is going to be your cheapest form, but this product, I probably got it out of my local beauty supply place. I have so many around me, so it doesn't matter where you buy this from, but this is really good for dark spots. So what I do is I come back in, I took this brush off of it because it used to pop off and then the product would explode everywhere, and then I'd have to clean it up. So I just kept the brush off. So what I do is I'll just, as you see, squeeze it to the top and use my fingertip to apply it, or you can use a brush, it doesn't matter. After that, I use what they call a full coverage. As you can see it here, it says full coverage concealer, and it is by NYX. NYX is now sold in Target, Walmart for sure, CVS, I think Walgreens, not sure, but I believe so. And then I also find it in my local beauty supply place. And I like going to my beauty supply place because it's like Christmas in there, because if you go to the bigger ones, like I do, we got several of them very close by to where I live at. I find just about anything and everything I want to find in there, probably a little too much. So anyway, I'll go into this pot and then I'll take a stippling brush, which will look kind of like this. This is just a medium sized one. And then I'll just go into the pot and just apply it, and then mix in the orange and the brown together, and it gives me a pinkish kind of color. And so then next, after I do that, then I go in, I come back because I do have large pores, and I come back and I use my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. It is really good. I do have another one that I use. It is by Hard Candy. It is called Sheer Envy Stick It to Pores, and it mattifies the pores. It does that, and I really like it because it's really easy to use. You just kind of spread it on and pat it in and all that kind of stuff. But this, because I wanted to get a really good look, because I know I was using powder, I just used the putty, the Primeless Putty. I found this in Walmart, and I think it was about maybe $4, $6, something like that. And it looks like this. So all I do is I just take my little finger nail here and then just spread it in and tap it in, and woo, and then I can process on. So now, because I do a lot of custom colors, I'll find colors that are kind of close to my skin complexion, and then I'll mix the two together. So here I use the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. One I use it in light medium, and the other one I use it in medium deep. And they look like this. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's me. I don't sit here and clean all my stuff, but I am going to do it for you guys today, just so you'll be able to see it really good on camera. So, I use these two here to get the desired look that I want to. So it's never going to be too dark, or it's going to be too light like I got flour on, or it's going to look like it's too dark like, you know, like I didn't know what I was doing. And so I want to blend it in really, really good. So once I get that done, I take my powder brush. Oh, here it is. I take my powder brush and I will dampen it with my rose water mix. Or you can just use regular water in a water bottle and squirt it. I didn't say drown it, just mist it. And then I'll apply the brush into one, and then apply the brush into the other. Shake off the loose residence, and then just tap. Tap, 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 tap. That will definitely minimize the sizes of the pores, where they almost look, where you can see, or it gives you the illusion that there are no pores there, basically. So I'll do that all over the face. Boom, 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 boom. And then after that is when I come back in with my concealer and apply it around the eyes, the nose, the forehead, down my cheekbone, and in my chin area. After then, I will take a sponge and dampen it. And you want to make sure it's dampened, and then I'll just start blending it in, so it doesn't settle in my creases. After that, I do that. Then I come back with my Pro Touch setting powder, which is in banana. This gets messy, guys. I don't know. So it's a yellow. That's what I use. I have used translucent powder. I do have a video of. I don't know if I have it up yet, and I think I do, but I do have a video where I did a video where I used no foundation whatsoever. I do have one, and that was the Josie Maran. So Josie Maran does have what she calls a self-adjusting serum. It comes out of the bottle white onto your face, and then as you're rubbing it in, it changes colors to your actual skin. That's really not. I mean, you don't find a white foundation, so that's why I said I applied the makeup with no foundation. I do have one, I think, and I have to look for it. If not, I can do it again. It's not really hard. I do a lot of times. I do makeup with no foundation, just concealer and contouring, and no one would ever know. And actually, I like the way it feels a whole lot better. Because it's so light and you just really can't tell. Like if I'm rubbing across my skin now, even with this powder, I don't feel it as I would with liquid foundation. So with that being said, and it's less transfer. I'll be honest with you, and I love anything that's less transfer, because that means I can touch my face, and I really do. Be sitting at my desk and looking at my computer, and I'm like this, and then if I touch something, then it transfers over to paperwork, pens, phones, whatever. So that's one thing I do like about the powder versus the foundation. It's not transfer is very, very minimal to none. So after I do that, after I get all this stuff blended in my highlight areas, I came back in with my contouring palette, which is this is by Wet n Wild. So I'll just use this color here and go into the cheek area and kind of shape it around the jawline. And while I'm sitting here And this makeup is like hours old. Like I did this makeup earlier this morning. I want to say it's like almost 5 o'clock. I did this makeup at like 7 o'clock this morning, and this is, maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. But anyway, so then I'll take my little contour brush and then I'll just hit the jawline right from here to about here. Curve it in. That will, depending on how you put your contour on, will depend on how your face is gonna look. So if I had done my contour from I generally start at my hairline here with that little peak, and I run it down this way, or I can just run it down in my mouth. It just all depends. This will make, if I run it into a curve, into the curve of my cheekbone, it'll make my cheekbone stand up higher, which my cheekbones pretty much are already nicely set in my face. Or this, if I just run it down to here, it will give me my face a slimmer look. Then I'll just go in and contour the forehead area and under the jawline, which I'm doing it now, but okay. So then after that, I take the white with my sponge. That's the wrong sponge, but take the white with my sponge, and then I go in here and kind of let it sit like baking and brush it off afterwards. I used a new color today for blush, and I really like the way it turned out. So I used this by Kiss This Moment blush is what it's called, and this is what it looks like. I'm not really sure where I got this from, but anyway, I never use the brushes. So it's this color, which gives it a very, very nice touch. Then I just, once I do the contour, then I'll take my blush brush here, and then I just come down the side of, like right on top of, not right on top of, kind of like right beside where I contoured it. Here in my highlighted area, right up in here, I came back with my LA Colors again and just tapped it on. Then I took my fan brush, which is this, and you'll see all that in the video. And then I actually, before I start this video, then I take this out, which is by Wet n Wild again. Sorry. So it is an illuminating palette. You can either go from one side or you can use all 4 colors. So then I just took my brush and went through all 4 colors. So now, I also put some of the LA Colors in the brow bone of my eyes. I didn't use any powder today. Eyeshadow today. I'm not a real big eyeshadow wearer. I'm trying to get into it. Sometimes it just all depends on my look that I want to create. I kind of wanted to just do something really simple, really something that didn't look extra heavy, and I didn't want all. And with me having on the lashes just kind of speaks for themselves. After then, I take these two. One is let me put my glasses back on again because I cannot see. One is a highlighter in gold. I like this because you can use it alone, or got another LA Colors product. Got a shimmer bronzer. So that, the star in the middle, as you can see, some places had gold in it, but when you swirl it around, it just all kind of mixed together. So I take these two and I mix them together, and then I kind of came back in and dabbed it in here and on my forehead area and a little bit around my nose. Now I'm really big stickler about how my nose comes out. I like for my nose is already thin as it is. It's not huge, but it's really thin, and a lot of times I like to take that contour with the brush, and how you do that is that you just go down the front side, just on the edge right here, on the outer part of your nose, not down here, just right here, and just lightly brush, and then the more you brush, you can bring it in, and you can make your nose look much more slimline. So now, like, if I turn to the side, my nose looks really, really slim. If I, look this way, it doesn't matter. My nose looks very, very slim. And then I also like and I'm only rubbing out the residue, and because I'm looking in the camera and I'm like, ooh, let me show y'all. My lips, it's not really much to say about my lips. I don't do lipstick all the time. I do and I don't. It depends on my look, and I think this really went well with the look. This is a lip gloss that I use. I use it before bed, especially after I exfoliate. When I'm cleansing my lips, it's always important to exfoliate, because then you remove all the dead skin, and you've eaten and drunk, and you've done a lot of stuff with your mouth, talk, all that kind of stuff. If you smoke, all that, you just go around and you use the toothbrush to brush your lips, around your lips. That helps with the blackheads too. And then you take the back of the toothbrush and just kind of scrub. And you'll want to put this on. I normally put this on after I'm finished to moisturize the lips, because you don't want them to get dried out and chapped, because this is a very sensitive area. So after that, I came back in and I did my eyelashes with my brow pencil. They tell me all the time when I go get my eyebrows done. Did I say lashes or eyebrows? Well, either way, when I go get my eyebrows done, when they clean them up, and sometimes I do it and sometimes I don't, and I do it about once a month. They always say, you have nice eyebrows, you have nice thick eyebrows, and I say thank you. They're not probably as thick as they used to be, so sometimes you need no eye is completely alike. So with saying that, sometimes I have to go back in and kind of fill it in up under here and so I find a lot of people are drawing in eyebrows so dark. Nobody's eyebrows are that freaking dark. People, listen, we look at you, people see you, and they talk about you. That's what they do. You want to look as natural as possible. It's okay to be made up. I'm all for it. I'm here for it. But that drawed on dark liner that I see a lot of ladies are doing with their eyebrows. Oh, and I'm like, you just throw me all off. Like, I have seen girls, well, I won't call them girls, but I've seen ladies with makeup, and I'm like, oh my God, the makeup is done so good. And then I look at the eyebrows, and the eyebrows look like masking tape or electrical tape on her eyebrows. I've had some people say, oh, I do my eyebrows. I watch people on YouTube do their eyebrows, and that's how I learned it. And I'm like, well, if they're doing their eyebrows like you're doing them, you shouldn't be watching them. But anyway, so the key to, you can do this with brow gel, and you can do this with a pencil. You want the brows to look as normal as possible, as they are your own. And I'll kind of give you a rough draft. So here I'm feeling like my eyebrow maybe not is out there. So what I'm kind of doing is I'm lightly doing some light strokes. So yeah, maybe y'all can't see that. So I'm So I'm doing some strokes here to make my brow come out a little bit further than what it is naturally. I have okay brows for the most part. There are some people whose eyebrows are not, for whatever reason. Whether you have a unibrow or you just don't. And I like to take a spoolie, something like this, or it can be, you can buy spoolies out of Walmart or out of your local beauty supply place, and I just take it and I brush it out. Now, if I want to give it a more elongated look, then I'll just lightly brush. How far I want it to come down. And I will still go back in with that brush and brush it out. No one has a natural, and let me say this, and I'm going to say it. I've not heard anyone say it yet, but then I haven't watched all videos on YouTube, but I'm going to say it. So if someone else has said it, then just add me to the list. No one has a natural born brow that's born naturally has a brow that's up and squared here. So it's like it comes up straight and then it's blocked off to make a straight line and then down. No one has that. You want your eyebrow to look as natural as possible. And as even as possible. And like I said, you can achieve that look with a pencil and I don't have any here with me and I'm not going to go find it. So they have the little, you can get the brow gel that comes in a pot similar to this with a little brush with an angle on it, which is angled, similar to this brush here. And you just dip it in that pot and you just stroke, 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 stroke. Less is more. Less is more. So some of y'all be jacking up y'all faces with them eyebrows, and I just be like, come here and let me help you. And I didn't go to school for this. This comes from trial and error. I've never done my eyebrows like that though, but it comes from trial and error. And I have watched plenty of videos, and I've read and I've looked and I've tried to recreate looks. And sometimes I don't really like recreating a look. Sometimes I just like to go with my own look. But anyway, those are the tips that I have for you on how to look amazing all day. So like I said, I put this makeup on at 7 o'clock and I didn't have time. I'm sorry guys. I didn't have time to film that particular day because I had to get to work. So I just got home. I'm still amazed with my coverage. I look like I'm fresh, like I just laid it, and I didn't. It's over 8 hours old. It's like 9-10 hours old now. So my other two things that I have is that these are little tricks. So my other little trick is that when it comes down to eyelashes, so I like using this glue over Duo. Just kind of put it in my hand. So this is a Sassy eyelash glue, which it's just black. I don't like the Duo glue because the Duo glue tends to make my eyes water, and once my eyes start watering, I can't get them to stop and it will never stick. This is really, it doesn't have that strong, whatever that stuff is Duo is made out of. So Duo makes my eyes water. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that has experienced that with Duo. So if you're interested in this, I found this at my local beauty supply place. It's like $9. It lasts me. I don't know how long I've been using it. So it lasts a long time, and I like it too if you leave it open. not all the time. The air kind of makes it tacky, and it allows for better coverage or better applying. Not so fresh. But what I have noticed, what I have done, because a lot of you all, if you ever wore weave, your beautician's putting the weave in, and she's doing it with the glue, not this glue, but hair glue, which is all the same. But put the glue on with the track. She'll usually spray it with a spritz. The track, put the glue on and spray it again, and then put it on your hair, put it on your scalp, and then well, these little things that if I get home, you use at home. So I use this, put it on the band first, and I just mix it and let it fall. Then I put the glue on the band, and a matter of fact, let me get a pair of lashes and I'll show you. Okay, so here's the lash band. Alright, so what we'll do is squirt, let it go. And if you want to, you can also apply it to your finger. Blow it, squirt it like that. Then you just wave it, blow it, and apply. Got on lashes now, so I don't need to do that, but I did do it earlier. And you can actually feel, I don't know what makes it activate. What those two products are, those two products are merged together. I don't know what is in those products that makes them activate. You can set the lash right where you need to set it at, long as such, and you can feel it. I can feel there. Like I ain't worried about going out here strong wind coming. It's gonna go last. Or if I work my eye, I wipe my eye, then I haven't loosened it up where it's kind of standing away from, like there's only some points of contact where it's still holding. No, it's still holding. I can close my eye and kind of crack it a little bit, and I see no gap. And that's what I love about it. Now, generally doing this, if I don't take them off, and I used to not take my lashes off, and I don't want to take my lashes off because that's one less step I have to do in the morning. But if I, when I do take my lashes off, I cannot just pull it and it comes off, or I won't have any. I already don't have that many lashes, so I can't afford to just rip it off my eye. So normally what I'll do is I'll take either a baby oil, that argan, Josie Maran argan oil, and you can go back and look at some videos where I did the Josie Maran review. I will link it down in the description box. However, again, or you can use conditioner. So you can use one of those three things to remove your eyelashes and start over again later on. So that was pretty much all my tips. You will find the video on how I created this look up shortly, when it will be before the end of this week, but yeah, because I still gotta work on it at least. Anyway, thanks for your time, guys. I enjoyed this session. Any comments that you may have, please leave them in the comment box below. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe, and make sure you hit the notification box so that you will get alerted every time I put up new content. So thank you guys so much. I've got to get ready because I do actually have a date tonight. So I still have to do, actually all I'm going to do is just do my eyes, do a shadow. So, and I may put that on video. I don't know. But anyway, it was great talking to you guys. Come back and see me again. And as always, much love and stay beautiful.